Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I feel like I've always got this sweatshirt on when I'm doing videos, but I really don't care. It's so comfortable and warm, and I am freezing right now. However, let's go ahead and get into the reading for the week ahead. I do think I am going to do some solar plexus chakra healing at the end of the video, but we'll see how that goes. Which cards I start with for today? Thank you. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm not doing so bad. I had a challenging day yesterday. It was pretty crazy, but, I feel back on track today. So hope everybody's doing well. I'm starting to feel a shift from getting out of Mercury retrograde. So hopefully you guys are feeling the shift as well. 4-4. Make sure you look that up on Sacred Scribes. That is about the archangels working with you. I feel like I'm supposed to take this card here, and they said yes. So the first card that came out is the Mirror. This is all about reflecting things and other people that you may need to take a look at. It could be good, bad, or indifferent. If it's the bad or indifferent, then see what things that you need to change at this time. You are going to be mirroring those things that you need to change in other people, meaning they will show aspects of yourself that maybe are not so pleasant, that or things that you need to rid of or change or what have you. And as you take a look at those things, it'll help you to grow, expand, things of that sort. But it is a time of self-examination. What people need to be removed from your life, what kind of cords you need to be cut, is there fears that you need to let go of at this time? What about food? Because I feel like food is a big thing for me. Are you overeating, undereating, eating things that are not pleasant for your body, something of that sort? Whatever it is, then make sure that you're taking a look at that. So the next card is Sacrifice. This is about sacrifices that are worth taking and sacrifices that are not worth taking. But this is referring to today the sacrifices that are worth making. And so maybe someone, or some of you are thinking about switching careers, or maybe becoming an entrepreneur, studying something different. Somebody is really focusing on art, or maybe it's even poetry. Art in any form is what I'm feeling, but maybe it's even poetry, because I'm seeing people writing things. But I also see people exploring their spiritual gifts in different ways and becoming more inspired. I do feel like this whole month of February is going to be a month of feeling very inspired, and it's not going to come from your angels and stuff. It's just going to be those type of moments where 2, 3, 4, look that up on Sacred Scribes. It's going to be those type of moments where you just have this feeling like you need to try something different within your business, or, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you'll just have this inspired ideal that you don't know where it came from, but all of a sudden you're just like, I think I'm going to change this up and do something different, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be stepping out in faith and just trusting that something is going to work out, even though you don't know why. It's like about the intangible evidence is what I feel. However, but, if you're feeling like you're supposed to be making a sacrifice, going in some different direction than what you're going at this time, then make sure that you're doing that. That is Spirit's way of just connecting with you. And then visions. So a lot of you have those clairvoyant visions, also these deep inner knowings of exactly what your next step is, those inspired ideals that are coming in. 3, 2, 1, you can look that up as well. But those inspired ideals that are coming in at this time and just giving you like these nudges to go in a certain direction, connect with those nudges and go in the directions that you feel led to go in. I just seen a mouse get into my dog food bowl and run off with a piece of food. So some of you may have a mouse spirit guide that is connecting with you at this time. A mouse is about paying attention to small details, things that maybe need to also be decluttered out of your house, home, or mind. I feel like it's more of the mind. Like, are you still in your fear-based, logic-based type of emotions, or are you going with what your heart knows to go to or to do? This is also about lucid dreaming, connection with astral travel and lucid dreaming. Some of you may be having a lot of dreams at this time that are giving you guidance on which way to go as well. I do feel like there is a lot of changes that are going to be happening within the twin flame dynamic. So if you are a twin flame, and now I'm only speaking to the twin flames at this time, but if you're a twin flame, there's a lot of sacrifices that are needing to be made at this time. Maybe one of you or both of you are moving into a new home, starting a business together. It could just be that the union is finally coming together, or some of you may even also be going in separation, and that separation could be providing some sort of stability in the future. You know, sometimes we have to go in separation to release things or learn things that we were unable to see while with that person. So, and some of you are going into a space of realizing like you're not even supposed to have a romantic relationship with them, even though you feel the pull to, that it's not meant for this lifetime. So it's not about romantic relationships with twin flames, guys. It's about connection with self-love, self-worth, connection with the divinity within. And they're just meant to mirror things off of you, to you, that you are supposed to change and transform for the better. If you are lucky enough to have a relationship with your twin flame, then count yourself very, very blessed. But I do see a lot of changes within the twin flame dynamic in February in particular. But this week, I do feel like there's a lot of communication coming in. It could be from you reaching out or them reaching out to you. It doesn't matter, but expect communication this week is what I am hearing. Dreams. Okay. They're also saying dream times of also soulmates. So I'm talking to people that are not twin flames now. Soulmates, dreams of your soulmate and things that you need to work on within that. So you're going to be mirroring things to each other that still need to be released at this time. There is going to be a lot of ups and downs in the month of February. I feel like I'm doing a February reading, but I'm not. It's just the week ahead. But what I do feel like for the month of February is there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, like feeling as if we're being squeezed out of a tube, so to speak, and then the breakthroughs on the other side when you're squeezed out of that tube. So a lot of constriction, maybe a lot of anxiety, a lot of times of feeling fearful. However, it's about becoming that master alchemist and learning how to transform those fears and doubts into usable energy of love, giving to others, non-judgmental aspects of yourself, things of that sort. But it's definitely a time of challenges within the times of being very, very blessed. So just know that if you are feeling that, it's because you're meant to. So transparency is about a time of being honest and genuine, feelings of authenticity from somebody. So, again, this whole twin flame dynamic, I am feeling as if there is like a loyalty, a genuine connection, a feeling of something being authentic. So a lot of you may just be getting some sort of confirmation of what you already knew, or maybe some sort of confirmation to let you know that yes, you are a twin flame. This is a connection that you need to connect with, what have you. But whatever, it could even be going for the twin flames. But I do feel like a lot of visions are going to be given to you. Many of you are connecting with your clairvoyant abilities as well as claircognizance, which is those inner knowings. You don't know how you know that you know that you know, but you do know. And even though I have been feeling for several months, and I've been talking about for several months that my twin flame would either come back or start communicating in February, I do believe that this is referring to most of the twin flame community. So just know that. So Atlantis is about rapid development, fast, quick movement, the coming together of something. It could also mean for some of you that you need to connect with your Atlantean connections, bring forth some sort of energies from the Atlantean connections that are going to help you with your spiritual connections. And what I mean by that is taking your spiritual journey to the next step, evolving through something that has to do with connection with crystals, something that has to do with healing, something that also has to do with seeing future. So somebody is definitely connecting with something that has to do with Atlantis, or many of you maybe, and seeing future events. So that might also be why this card is coming out. Some of you, again, connecting with your clairvoyant abilities and seeing future events. That is something I'm very gifted in, and have definitely been having a lot of insight about many, many different things lately. So congratulations if that is you. It's an awesome gift to have. It can be frustrating because sometimes we don't know, like if we're seeing something that's going to happen 5 years down the road, or 10 minutes from now, or 2 weeks from now. And it's frustrating if we think, or human makes us think, oh, it's going to happen 5 days from now. And then 5 years from now is when it actually happens. Sometimes we'll forget about those things. So some of you may even be coming into a time where 3 years ago, you had this vision of something and it never came true. And now all of a sudden that blessing is coming to you. And I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. Many of you are probably going through that. I have a daughter that is just came back into my life, that is moving in with me on March 1st. But I also have another daughter that hasn't spoke to me in many years, that is very angry with me still, and came back into my life and has kind of stirred up a lot of stuff within the family dynamic and things of that sort. But this is one of the things that I seen. I seen that this was going to happen. I was warned that she was not going to want my other daughter to live with me, and all of this stuff. But I also know that this is part of the beginning of her healing process, whether or not she wants to believe it or what have you. I don't need to say that to her, but I do know that that's what's happening. Experiment. So there's some sort of forceful change happening for some of you. Some of you, your intuition or that gut feeling or whatever is just guiding, 10, endings and conclusions, new beginnings, new cycles. But forcing you, whether you call it your angels, your guidance, your intuition, your gut instinct, forcing you to move in a different direction. Maybe you just thought that you wasn't supposed to do something and you wasn't ever going to go back to a certain person, place, or thing. And then all of a sudden you're like, damn it, why am I being pushed in this direction? Well, this is a forceful change from the universe, your angels, your guidance, or what have you. This is the number 33 card, which I'm loving that I'm seeing that number. It means a great deal to me and has been for the past several months. But it's just another confirmation to me. And it's also underneath the 11 number, which is the twin flame number. So some of you guys may resonate with that. But anyway, there is definitely some sort of forceful change when it comes to the pursuit of knowledge being given, something of that sort. And I feel like that's about a journey forward. Okay. And then we have the Song of the Siren, which is about, let me see if I can put this in words the right way. Hearing the call, being summoned to move in a different direction, being summoned to provide some sort of new aspects to your journey, whether it be your spiritual journey, your something to do with the physical aspects of your life or whatever. But I do feel like there's some sort of acknowledgement that is coming to us, like this deep inner knowing or acknowledgement, those inspired, they're saying those inspired ideals that I was talking about that are coming, like you don't know where they're coming from, but it's really like just that internal piece of you that is guiding you, that God spark within you that is guiding you to your next step, what you need to be doing at this time. Ideals that have nothing to do with anything that anybody else is doing. So, a lot of times we can bounce ideals off of other people and they'll be like, yeah, that's cool, but so-and-so is doing that too. It's not that kind of thing. It's more of kind of like the type of energy where you don't know where the flip this idea is coming from. And it's just inspiring you to do something different that you've never heard of anybody else doing. So it's about being really, really creative at this time. But you're definitely being summoned. You're being called. You're being acknowledged for whatever it is that you're bringing forward. So a lot of changes within the spiritual journey for many of us when it comes to entrepreneurship and awakening to new abilities. Or new aspects of the journey. So maybe for some of you, this is like astral travel, lucid dreaming, being able to see things in the third eye, hearing voices. It could be anything and everything, guys, really. The gift of discernment is what I'm feeling like. A lot of you are really stepping into like this time of using that gift of discernment. So farewell to the moon. This is all about appreciating your lunar cycles, being connected with the moon. New moon cycles is what I'm hearing. So there was a lot that transformed during the last full moon, and a lot of new cycles have, we let go during the last full moon, and a lot of things are starting anew. Or new, not just like new beginnings, but brand new things that have never happened for you before. So there could be brand new beginnings within like the twin flame connection, but also new beginnings with things that you've never experienced that have nothing to do with the twin flame connection. It could have to do with just your physical life, your career, a relationship. It could be finances, anything of that sort. But there's new things about to transform in your life. A lot of new beginnings. And Time and Tide is about the ocean and rituals and spells and things of that sort, but I didn't get that with this card this time. What I got from this card is going with the flow. as the wave rolls into the ocean and gently pulls you back, would gently pull you back out to the ocean. What I'm feeling is like that's what's happening. You're being pushed and pulled this month. I keep feeling like this is a monthly reading, but it's not. It's really for this week. But being pushed and pulled in the month of February to try new things, start new beginnings, be okay with a lot of change, adjusting to things as at the same time that you're just going with the flow. And again, they're reminding me there's going to be many, many challenges, but while you're feeling all of these challenges, you're also being greatly blessed in so many different areas of your life. So please go with the flow. Allow yourself to be present. And they told me to read the bottom, falling in love. This is definitely the card that reminds me of the twin flames or soulmates. So again, if you're a twin flame, just know that that there may be union up ahead or some sort of communication if you guys are in separation, what have you. I have been expecting this for a while. I've been getting those nudges from the universe to reach out in certain ways and to really watch what I say and not to over or underreact, and have also been led to heal certain aspects of myself and things of that sort. But I've also been given a lot of visions into what is getting ready to happen. And we are to just trust, guys. If you're the masculine or the feminine, and it doesn't matter, trust in what is being revealed to you. Go with the flow. There isn't going to be much tangible evidence at first of what you are thinking. However, again, those ups and downs and what have you, but you're going to be falling in love all over again, falling in love with the beauty of the divine within. There is also a lot of, they're telling me this transparency again. So being real honest, setting up boundaries, being loyal, being genuine, speaking your truth. But I do feel like there's a calmer energy, like when these unions start to come back together. And I'm not saying like you guys are going to be in physical union. I'm talking about like communication, starting to feel love for one another again, or an increase in love, but just seeing the beauty about the connection, whether or not you guys ever get back together, seeing the beauty about the connection and falling in love with why the connection is there in the first place. It's there to trigger you, to heal. And then once you're healed, that balance and that peace that comes and that just moves you and projects you into your mission, what you're supposed to be doing. So there's a lot of changes that are happening that have to do with the falling in love with that piece of yourself and in the other person, the other part of you. Yeah, okay. That's all I'm really feeling off of that. Which cards do I go to, please? Which cards do I go to? Thank you. I'm just going to get a couple more cards, guys. This seems like a really good reading. Adjustments are required. Okay, so there is, like I said, a lot of changes that are getting ready to happen for many of us. A lot of different aspects of our life are transforming for the better, even though we're going to feel the chaotic moments of the Tower card, being present in our life. We're just going to have to go with the flow, adjust as we need to adjust. It could be in so many different ways. It's going to, resonate differently with everybody because this is a general reading. It was funny. Don't let your past hold you back. So don't dwell on memories of the past. Don't hold on to any kind of traumatic outcomes that may have happened in your past. It's asking you to move forward with confidence, courage, honesty, and face the part of you that wore a mask for so long and take that mask off and move forward is what it is telling me. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of you may have a lot of heart healing that's been happening, or maybe a lot of purges of the ego, or shattering is what I'm hearing of the ego. And that ego is a part of you. This part of the ego is the part that keeps you in fear and doubt and not wanting to move forward. And I'm just feeling like it's time to just move forward with confidence, courage, and adjust as you need to adjust. There's always going to be adjustments that need to be had. And the last card is Don't Let Your Pride Get in the Way. This is a full moon and Leo card, so there's a lot of fire, energy, passion. I also feel like this is talking about, not letting the ego get to you, not letting your head swell up and say, look at me, but it's more about like not letting the fears hold you back from something that you're supposed to be doing. I do feel like this is a major push forward. I don't feel like, what I'm trying to say is that if you don't go with that push that you're feeling, where spirit is forcing some sort of change and you try to fight it, you're definitely fighting the divine, and you're fighting a purpose that you're supposed to be fulfilling. So please don't fight that, because if you do, what's going to happen is spirit's going to say, okay, you fought it. I am going to push this on to somebody else. There may be some sort of soul change where your soul is changed out with another soul, because that soul is meant to provide this mission. It'll be put into somebody else's body. And yes, guys, that really happens. So please don't allow that to happen. Move forward as you're being pushed to move forward in any way, shape, or form. I've been feeling that in so many different ways in my life. And it's time to just let go of the fears and doubts and do whatever it is that spirit is telling you to do. Okay, guys, let's just go ahead and just real quickly focus on the solar plexus area. That is the yellow chakra. That is right around this area here. I had to feel where mine was, but right around the rib area. And what I want you to do is just focus, close your eyes and focus on a yellow ball of light being there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to spin this in a counterclockwise direction. And as I am spinning it in this direction, what I am intending on doing is removing and collecting any blockages, as if as it's spinning in that direction, it's just collecting these things like a magnet. Okay, so you may feel like this feeling of like swirling sensations, or feeling like there's pulling and tugging and things of that sort. And what I'm intending on doing is, as it's magnetizing all of these impurities, any kind of imbalances, also any kind of blockages that may be there that are holding you back from your divine life purpose, feeling powerful, feeling in your power, any kind of freedom, a sense of freedom that you may not have at this time, any kind of blockages that are holding you back from being creative as well, because I'm feeling creative with this. So it could be so many different things. What also could be happening at this time is flashes of thoughts could be coming to you as I am spinning it in this direction. Thoughts of things that you need to let go of and release. So as I'm doing this, just imagine that they're being put in to the center of this chakra, and I am getting ready to release these. As I stop it and start to spin it in the opposite direction, I am spinning out all of those impurities, and I'm asking that Archangel Michael and Raphael just collect these imbalances, these impurities, these blockages, and start to, I'm sorry, I was hearing something, and start to transform them back into love and light. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push these energies right back into the solar plexus, where you may feel expansion in all directions starting to happen at this time now. What I want you to do is just imagine pulling the light of the sun or the moon into it. It doesn't matter if it's dark outside right now, pulling the light of the moon. If it is bright out with the sun at this time, just imagine pulling in that energy of the sun into the solar plexus at this time. You may start to feel like a sense of purpose within this week, or, maybe if you've been feeling stuck or held back from your divine life purpose, or feeling like you have the freedom to be yourself, or maybe you haven't been feeling creative, these things should start to balance out and turn around for you. So I hope everybody got something out of this reading and the healing on the solar plexus chakra. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow. Don't forget that there is a full reading contest that's going on. So please like this video and then put your name and the date down in the comments. Both of those things are required to be able to be on the list. I have a list over here. There are several people on it. And what I'm going to do, it would be today or tomorrow. I'm sorry. It'll be on the first video of each month that I make on YouTube will be the video that I draw out of a bag, each name. I'll just put each name on a piece of paper, fold it up, and put it into a bag. And you can, put your like and name and date on every video that you watch. You'll be on this list that many times. So there's like a couple of people that's on here 7 or 8 different times. So, you know, make sure that you do that, and I will pull for a name for a full reading tomorrow when I post a video. So make sure that you guys are watching for that videos if you hear your name called. That way you can get a hold of me and tell me exactly where your full reading needs to be sent, whether it be Facebook Messenger, an email, or if you wanted to work out a time for a video call. But most likely it'll be email or 42 or 2442. I was told to tell you guys, look that up as well on Sacred Scribes. But please help this channel to grow by liking and sharing, subscribing, any of those things. Just sharing with your friends. I know when you put your name in the comments or make any comment or any like, it does help me to get into the algorithm to where more people are seeing my videos and content. So thank you so much for anybody that is helping me to grow. Much love to you guys. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.